Hey, you guys, I'm here to do Love and Hip Hop New York. This was the episode that everybody been waiting for. Um, the episode was Safari and Erica Mena's wedding. It was a very, very nice wedding. And so I decided I'm gonna wear red because hey, since it's their little special and they had on their little popping red, hey, let's go on and join this. I support they love union and all that good stuff. Um, Shout out to my bro, my DJ, for this sweatsuit. It's like I love this sweatsuit. It's like it keep me warm. I just love it. So anyway, the only part that really wasn't a part of the wedding was Chrissy, Jim, and Jewels and Kim Bella whole little storyline. You see Kim Bella's at home and Jewel's call and she basically lets him know that she wants to get his music on and popping because they need some money. And so he give his blessings for her and his brother to get his music back popping. I guess got enough music to put an album out. If they can get some more people on the track to make it pop, I guess he got a song with Lil Wayne. So now she wants to get Jim on a song. So we end up seeing Jim. Hold on, don't do that. We end up seeing Jim and Christy. They at home, and she is getting on his last little nerves. They at the new house, and Jim is high, and Jim want to smoke. And Jim don't got time for her to be nagging that he's high and he's smoking in his house. That's basically what he was saying. But I guess they came to an agreement that he wouldn't smoke in the house because I even see the video with him hiding in the bathroom like a little bitty kid. So, I remember telling me Pink had showed that video, and I was just sitting there like, this don't make no damn sense. These people, they is so petty. But she said that's her best friend. So, I get it. I get it. You be with a person a very, very long time, and you guys have this relationship that don't nobody else get kind of thing. And I think that's what it is with Jim and Chrissy. Um, he ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. It is what it is. They talked about Jewels, and he said he needs to reach out to Jewels and write him a letter and stuff like that. And I'm like, why is we waiting for cameras to start rolling and figure out you need to write your homeboy? I don't understand. This person you got so much love for, why he don't write his music. I don't give a shit. Well, whoever writing your songs need to be writing down your words for your homeboy to stay up. Did you go visit him? If you didn't go write him a letter, have you at least went to visit him? Like that would make a difference too. Um, but don't reach out when the cameras start rolling and you ain't reached out before. That's how I feel. Um, so anyways, her and Chrissy, Kimbella, and Juju met up, and they basically was talking about how they want Jim on a song, and she gives them her blessing. All before, if they talked about something before that, I don't even remember because it wasn't that important. Um, Juju, I still I don't know. It's something about her that I don't know. And I'll be like, why is she here? Like she is like how we used to feel about Nia on Love and Hip Hop. At least Nia did kind of have a storyline. But you used to be like, why is she here? Like, we ain't talking about you. Like, we know you finished school. What are you doing now that you're not, like, I don't understand. Um, I don't understand. So, anyway, they talked about that. She gave her blessings. Then she ended up giving her some money to give to Joel to go put on his books. And I'm just sitting there like, this just even look more fraudulent of you and Jim doing this because, like I said, why now that the cameras are on? Don't do it now that the cameras are on. If you wasn't doing them when the cameras were off to make yourself look good. Like, no, that don't fucking make you look good. Anyway, on to the wedding. So it started off where Safari is going to Yandy house all can't believe what happened at the night before at the bachelor party. She like, you ain't went home? He like, no. She like, are you crazy? Like, you ain't went home? But then come to find out, Erica ain't went home either. She at Remy my house doing the same thing. Both of them went to somebody else's house to get some advice on what they should do, knowing they know what they should be doing. I'm sorry. I get where he was coming from. I didn't talk about it last week, but I'm so got where Safari was coming from. It's a difference from Erica popping off on him about Rich Dollaz being at that party, but it's a whole different fucking ball game when your whole wedding party is coming at him and embarrassing him in front of his friends and family. You are pulling his man card in front of your homegirls are pulling his man card in front of his homeboys. Safari already have this thing where people don't respect him as a man the way they should. You know what I'm saying? After his relationship with Nikki, he kind of got it, but then ain't got it because he still played this little goofy role. So for your homegirls to come up in there and do what they did, they were out of line. They were out of line. Your feelings, valid, cool. Shouldn't have had no party with him anyway. I just think it's dumb to have your last singles party with your person you're getting married to the next day. I think that was dumb. Just dumb. I think inviting Rich was dumb, knowing that she was gonna be there. Anyway, so they don't know what they want to do, but then they show up to the wedding. You have no conversation, but both of y'all showed up. And I don't want to hear it because they love each other. Bullshit. No. We don't have no conversation of where we stand before we say I do. We don't say I do. Because guess what? If you just sweep it under the rug, it's going to always come, that dirt's still going to be there and it's going to come back up. You didn't fix anything, so it's going to come back up. Mark my word, these things that they let happen and didn't fix, next season they going to be arguing about it. I'm just saying, because they didn't fix it. They just wanted to get married so bad, and they couldn't. They probably was thinking, we ain't pay for all this stuff. Ain't no bagging back now. They ain't no doing this now. Da-da-da-da. And I'm like, that problem's still there. So they went through the whole day. They talked to their family. Terry talking about she didn't have her dress on, but you showed up to the castle. You showed up too. Like, girl, you knew they was getting married because you wouldn't have been there. You would have called and said, hey, is the wedding still going on? Especially when she ain't been answering your phone calls, text messages, all this kind of stuff. But you showed. Girl, y'all can stop with that lie. But everybody's there. It's a nice little wedding. The wedding is beautiful. Jonathan, why were you there? Don't say because y'all was cool at that whole thing with Sin, because you were just bad-mouthing her. You keep bad-mouthing her every chance you get about her hooking homegirl up with Joe. So you're not her friend. And like you said, you're a +1. So therefore, she didn't invite you at all. And you're a cast member. And you didn't get an invite. So I think you shouldn't have been there. I think you should not have been there. I'm sorry. I just don't understand it. You wanted to... Jonathan want to be seen so bad. That's why he was there. He wants to be seen so bad. Him and Tahiri argument was stupid over who's friends, who's not friends. Didn't care. I was here for Joe when he told both, because to me it felt like he was talking to both of their ass when he said mind your business. Because yeah, he went back and told Sin that, but she went back and told Jonathan that, so he went back and told Sin that. So, therefore, that's where that came from. If she wouldn't have went back and said that, it wouldn't have never came out. So she wanted that to get back to sin. I don't care what nobody say. She wanted that to get back to sin. It got back to sin. And now you kind of like, oh, well, we not friends, which is true. But don't act like you wasn't trying to start something when you told them that. You know what you were doing on Love and Hip Hop. You knew that was going to carry. It is what it is. Well, like I said, the wedding was nice. I love the gifts between them. The gifts between them made me cry more than the actual wedding because of the meanings behind those. When he cried about his uncle, I cried about his uncle because I knew how he felt about his uncle. When she cried about her dad's signature on the bracelet, I understood because I lost my father. So being a daddy's girl, I understood that kind of symbolism. Like, I just felt like that was the shit to me. When he turned around, he saw her in the wedding dress. That was the moment for me. All of the stuff in the little castle, the wedding, I didn't even care. I was so more into that other part that I was just like, that got me. And I really, really pray that they stay together. I really like them together. I think they make each other happiest when the outside influences gets in. That's where the problem arises. So, you know she's a hothead. You know his ass play too much, and I don't think Safaree knows how to deal with emotions. He don't know how to express his emotions. So he comes off like a little big kid. He kind of shuts down when sometimes it's supposed to be serious type of situations. And they both gonna have to work that out and deal with that. And they gonna have to, I feel like when you first get married, it should not be on social media. You have so many outside influences on your relationship when you first get married. TV and social media should be like, you should be like, no, we're not about to do this. We need to strengthen our relationship and then we can show y'all our life. But jumping straight back into being filmed and showing y'all being married and y'all newlyweds and all that shit, y'all don't want that to be seen because them are the years you don't like him. I'm just saying. Them are the years that you're kind of that first year is when you find out who that person is. Every little thing is going to irritate you that you didn't know before. And then you guys live together and you got to spend every single waking day with each other. All of the, we love each other before the wedding, and then we love each other maybe a week or two, maybe 30 days after. But when that shit settle back in, you real life, and you got to really get to know that person, you're going to get irritated. And having social media is going to make it worse. You ain't going to know how to fight because everybody else going to be fighting with you. You ain't going to know how to fight and be able to make up. That's just my thoughts. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about it. That's my advice for them of a person being with someone for a long, long time. A very long time, so I know what I'm talking about. I've been with my person for a very long time. So I know. I can give advice on this. We ain't never broke up. We ain't never said, oh, fuck you, we don't want to be together. So I can give you advice on this. Just saying. So that's my advice for Safaree and Erica. I really like y'all. I hope things work out. Blessings to y'all. I support y'all. It's all about support. And y'all tell me what y'all thought about this. Like I said, we can all agree to disagree. It is what it is, but it is what it is. I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.